Good morning everyone. I've got my little setup here. Top tier drink, pomegranate juice with sparkling water. And I have been meaning to do this all vlogmas and kept on putting it off, but I want to paint some baubles. My friend kindly brought these round because I couldn't order them online anywhere, they were all sold out. And then I've borrowed a set of acrylic paints from my mum, so being very frugal here. If you ever want to do like a craft project, sometimes crafts can be expensive. So if you have friends who are also into crafts or family members, borrow their stuff, because I feel like we don't do that enough. We always think to just like buy everything brand new, but if you just want to do something fun like this, you might know someone who has things that you can use to get yourself going. But I did some baubles with my friend who lent these to me, or gave them to me. She organised it and we did like a little bauble making craft afternoon. I'll put the video I filmed of it here. And it was really lovely. I'd recommend doing this if you want to do something cosy with your friends before Christmas, or if like when you sign off for Christmas you have some time to see friends or family and you want to do something cute. This is a lovely thing to do over Christmas. I want to make these specifically as presents. So I want to make one for each of my nieces, and then I would quite like to make one for Alex, and then I'll see how I get on, because it does take a little bit of time because you have to wait for it to dry. My only fear is that Ali had a really great setup where she had this, she had a tripod, because she's a photographer, she had all the gear. She had this tripod set up over the table with string, so you could hang the baubles and paint them. So I've got to figure out a way to paint these without, you know, where will I put it to dry, basically, is my question. I think I'm just gonna have to, would it fit just propped on there? I think that's quite a good idea. Just pop it on that. And I don't know, how do other people do this? Unless you just do one half and then you do the other half. But I'm gonna look on Pinterest. This is what we did last time. We looked on Pinterest for some sort of inspiration. So one of my nieces, it's her first Christmas, so I want to make a first Christmas bauble for her. And then I want to make one for my other niece, but I've got to think of something fun. I know I might do something, she loves The Lion King. I was thinking maybe I could do a Lion King bauble, or I could think of something that would be cute for her. So I'm gonna brainstorm and then get painting. Right, so we've got to come with our base colour. I think for both of them I want to use just a slightly off-white. So a little bit of white paint. I know it's already white, but it's a bit like the scratchy material, so we want it to be soft. So, well, maybe I'll make more actually. Bit of white. And then, just got my nails done. I don't want to ruin my nails. Oh, that's way too much yellow. They do splurge out. So let's just put a tiny bit of yellow in with the white, so it's like a cream rather than stark white. A little bit of water. I think that works. I'll have to, I'm wondering if that's enough. It makes me worried because they've got 2 baubles to paint. So I think the way I'm going to do it is I'm just going to kind of hold it like this. I'm just going to have to rest it somewhere and then fix it afterwards. I'm almost wondering as well, me doing this, is this completely pointless? Because maybe these are literally already painted white and it doesn't need another coat, but they're not shiny. Acrylic's shiny. And I also, when I first did this, I was being really fussy about the paint lines. Don't worry about that. I mean, unless you really, really are wanting to be perfect. But by the time you do all the other, oh gosh, there's a big piece of yellow that just came out. Unless you're wanting to be really, really, really perfect about it, by the time you do all the other decorating and painting, you literally won't see it. So just whack it on there. I feel like I'm doing Blue Peter or something. This is so cute. They do come with these nice string little hangers, but I did quite like putting ribbon. If you've got spare ribbon, it makes the bauble look way more special if you tie a ribbon on it. And if you make any mistakes or you're not the most like perfectly artistic person, I think that putting a ribbon on it can really, you can do quite a simple design, add a ribbon, and it does really make a difference. Right, so I have been able to paint that all quite easily without it being hung up. Don't think I've missed any spots. I'm not going to be able to tell anyway because it was a white bauble to begin with. Yeah, so the question is, how do I dry this? I think I'm just going to put it in here. And I think that's fine. If it has like a few little notches on it, I can just touch that up afterwards. But I think it's totally fine. So I'm gonna do the same for this one. If you do the base a colour, you might want to take the string off or get a really small paintbrush and paint in there. In fact, you could just leave the string on and take it off afterwards, because if you get paint on it, it won't matter. But these are from Hobbycraft, so if you have a Hobbycraft near you, they may have like restocked. I think that they were all out of stock when I was looking, because it was just like maybe end of November, early December. But they may have restocked now. I did find one set on Amazon, but they were obscenely expensive, probably because they were in really high demand. So I would recommend Hobbycraft, because I like these ceramic, sorry. I like these ceramic ones. I think they make it look more fancy, but you can also get glass ones. Have I got everywhere? Yeah, you can also get glass ones if you can't find ceramic ones. Okay, so I'm just gonna lean those there to dry, and then I'm just gonna have a proper plan of what I want to draw. What you can also do, I think Jazz did this, my friend, I think a couple, did Charlie do that? They like, if you get a piece of paper to plan what you're gonna do, so I might do that whilst they dry. I think this is a good idea to do if you want to do writing. So I think for baby's first Christmas, I want to do her name on one side. Let's try black first, because then you can add colour in the decoration. So I'm going to use a really thin brush with lots of water. Water really helps if you're doing fine painting. Water really helps with that. So let's see how I can draw. Also going to try and do it the right size. Oh gosh, there's a little hair on that. Classic me, getting my nails done and then the next day immediately going and doing painting and ruining my fresh nails. So I want to try, this paintbrush might be too thick. I've got to decide on the style of writing. Oh, this is quite nice, it looks a bit like calligraphy. That did work. Can you see this? It's a little, I think the paintbrush is too thick because it's making me write crooked. So I'm going to try this one, this really, really small one. This is obviously meant for writing because it's got a little bit there for your hand to rest. Though I'm one of those people who hold my pen like really close to the end, so this is a bit not the most intuitive. Oh, nothing's coming out. Gosh, so different to a pen. This one's harder. I think it's really, really, yeah, that's not gonna work. Or I could try something more like handwriting style rather than calligraphy. Though I think that doesn't really look as fancy, does it? How the hell am I going to write First Christmas? Maybe I could just use a pen. Why couldn't I just use a pen? I'm going to see if I can just use a pen. Because wouldn't that be simpler? So I've got these really, really fine point pens. Maybe that's way too fine. This one's probably a bit better if it wants to stand out. Surely these ones that I'm seeing on Etsy, maybe used a pen. So that's what I've done there. But I'm wondering, definitely need to practice the First Christmas because that's not central. Yeah, pen. And then I've got to decide what design I want to do because lots of these are really simple. They just have, like, well, they have quite detailed pictures on them, but I'm thinking that I could just do some pretty leaves and stuff, like mistletoe-y kind of things. So I've got that one down, so let's just put Christmas bauble in. Well, that's quite cute, little... Oh, I like that. There's one which has just like a... I'm just going to draw it for the sake of seeing the style, but they've just done three little dots like that, and then they've done mistletoe. So that's the kind of design. Oh, these are so cute. These ones have got like little bears and stuff. Right, well, I think that these probably are dry. Are they? It has left a... No, they're not dry. It definitely has left a little bit of a mark, but I'm going to try and, I guess, fix that. I'm starting to change my mind because I've just seen this one where it's in red. And I quite like the fact that it looks like hand painted. Oops. Like, that's quite cute. Where it says just Lily's First Christmas. Well, it just says Lily, so let's try and... Maybe I just need to go a bit bigger. Maybe that's my problem, is I'm going too small. And just embrace the paint marks. There's a little hair. I like she did a little curl. What do we think is going best? I think it needs to be, should be a brighter red? I think it needs to be a brighter red because that's looks like too much of a bloody red. Didn't realise. Okay, yeah, this red's better. My pot is becoming very messy. You want a nice bright red, I think. Or maybe the curl shouldn't be at the end, maybe it should be at the start. See, look, practice helps, because I think that's the best one. For sure. because I'm embracing the paint brush strokes, because you can see on the end letter it's got the brush stroke, but that kind of makes it look cute, adds to it. And I like the way that's designed. Right, Alma on one side, and then on the other side she's written she put the date, so that's quite a nice idea, but I want to put first Christmas. So let's try 2024 numbers. That's hard. That's not bad. 2024. And then I think then I could actually write first Christmas underneath it. How do you get that even? So what's the middle letter? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The middle is between the C and the H, so that's where you want to do the 2. Not bad, not the best. The number could do with working on, but we're getting there, we're getting there. And then this one has she's just decorated around it with loads of mistletoe kind of looking flowers. I will link this creator because I'm just copying her. But this is her website. She is called La Petite Pomme. Personalised Christmas bauble, handcrafted in London. So it's 15 quid if you want to just buy these, because I feel bad I'm literally copying her design. But I'm not selling these, so it's fine. I'm just using it for fun inspo. But if you did want a personalised one, then you could buy one from her. They're very gorgeous. Well, now the decision is whether I match it and do exactly the same for Beatrice. Yeah, I feel like I should match it. Maybe just do a different colour. So maybe for Beatrice, I could do... Well, red kind of works quite well, doesn't it? How do you do a B for Beatrice? Not bad, but it's quite big. How do I make it smaller? Well, we'll just roll with it. The B's not great. Surely these have to be dry by now, because now I'm doing it on a curved surface. Okay, well, here we go. Oh. Okay. That went okay. Okay. Quite like that. That went well. Gotta just have confidence. I think it's sloping down a little bit. Also, I did do it specifically in front of, so obviously when you have this hung, the holes, it's going to hang like that basically on the tree. So you don't want to do it on the side where the holes are coming out of. You want to do it on the front of this bit here, so that if it hangs, the name will show at the front. In theory, because it should sit on the branch like that. So now I'll wait for that to dry. I feel like this one wasn't very dry compared to this one for some reason. Okay, so that one's just not dry at all for some reason. So maybe I can ditch the red. Well, I want to touch that up actually, because that's a bit messy. Okay, I really would advise not to touch it up, because I've just made it not as nice. I think it looks better when it looks a bit more just like quickly done. So learn that mistake from me. So we've got this lovely green. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. I'm just going to do 2 different greens. So I'll start with this one, and then I'll do like a sagey one. So I've just done a little frame, kind of like 4 little semicircles, so I can add the leaves to that, and then it's like framing Alma. It's kind of what she's done. It's hard to tell in all the photos, but should work. Oh. Whoa, that was a close call. Oh shit. No, I've smudged it. Did you see I dropped it? I've smudged it. Let me see if I can fix it without using white. I think that's fine. I just added a leaf. Okay, that's really pretty. So we've got our base. What does she do on the back? Because I don't know whether to, I feel like I should stick to the same colours. Though I know I shouldn't because I need to wait for it to fully dry. So I'm going to move on to the next green. So for the next green, I'm just going to use the same green, but mix a bit of white in there, basically. And a tiny bit of yellow. She's basically just added extra leaves in this colour. It's weird because this colour doesn't look that different. Maybe I need to go over the original one. I might do that afterwards, to go over it in another coat so it looks a bit darker, because I think it's diluted it a little bit when I've put water with it. Oh gosh, yeah, that's very watery. Why is that red? I'm so happy with this. This is way better than the ones I made the other day. There's a few little marks I have to fix. There's like a little smudge here. But this is such an easy design and it's really effective. So happy with that. I want to let that fully dry so I don't get any more smudges, and then I can do the other side and write first Christmas and then the date. So, oh, I don't know whether I want to take a break or do the next one because I'm like really concentrating, but I think I at least want to try and write Beatrice, which I'm scared about. Right, this one didn't really go to plan. I'm kind of upset with it because it's so big. If you compare it to Alma. Well, maybe it actually is the same font size, but it's just a much longer name. But now I'm confused because I should have made it smaller because you want to be able to see the full name, you know, on the front, whereas that you can't see the full name. It has to be like spun. I need to think whether I like that because I'm not sure. Also, because I added this little bit at the top here for the B, that now looks like an R. What do I do? Do I carry on? Do I persevere? Do I just go with it? Because it's cute and homemade? What do I do? It is midday, so I need to let that dry really before I start doing the leaves. So I think I will let that dry and then think afterwards. But this is so pretty. I love this. We are back. I think I have decided that I'm just going to leave that because that's me being fussy. And I'm just going to copy exactly what I've done here and then do the back. Fingers crossed it goes to plan. I've put so much time into these that if I was selling these on Etsy, there would be hundreds of pounds. I've literally spent all day doing this, but we have our finished result. This one is still, there's still a kind of a tiny bit wet, but we have Alma on the front, and then I've copied that design where she put some little berries, and then on the back it says 2024 first Christmas, but no berries, just so it looks a bit different. And I brought all like the sprigs to come in, whereas the sprigs on this side kind of just circle the name. And I've done the exact same for Beatrice. It's a little bigger, so you can't quite see the full name, but I think that adds to the charm. And then the same on the other side. I kind of went with the vibe of it being a bit bigger, which, the way I look at it, big sister, little sister. So that works, doesn't it? But yeah, they're so cute. I really hope as they get older they'll appreciate these. I feel like, I'm trying to remember, I feel like I did get Bea something when it was her first Christmas. Did I get her a Christmas decoration? I feel a bit sad that I've got like a first Christmas for Alma, but I don't think I did one. Well, I definitely didn't paint a bauble, but I'm wondering, did I buy her one? I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's still cute. And they can hopefully keep them as they get older, and then we don't break them, fingers crossed. And they can have them when they get older and they have their own Christmas tree. I'm gonna stop now. I do want to make one for Alex, but I've run out of steam, and it's quite easy to just like set this back up again. So I'm gonna put all the paints away and stop for the day. That was a really lovely activity to do. It's very relaxing and chilled out, so highly recommend. It is the perfect little homemade gift, because I think especially because it's painting it and it takes time, so I think it's really thoughtful. And if you can either go for a design like this, or you could do something quite personal, like if you have a friend or family member or niece or nephew or someone who like has something they're really interested in, like for example, like I don't know if I'm gonna do this, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna do a nice design. But for Alex, for example, I could do like a Harry Potter one. If you had someone who really loved gardening, you could do like a little gardening one with little like spades and forks and gloves and flowers and stuff, or a greenhouse or something. I think it's really cute to do something personal for someone, because they're gonna see that and think, wow, you've taken so much time to make that for me. That's so thoughtful. And this is a good example of where you don't need to spend loads of money at Christmas or buy loads of stuff. If you're on a budget, I would say just make people stuff, bake them things, cook them stuff, paint stuff, get creative, because that can really like tug at someone's heartstrings. Even going to charity shops, I think thinking of somebody when you're like going secondhand shopping, and if there's a book that you're like, I really think they're gonna love that book because it's right up their street, or you find something that you think would look beautiful in their home, sometimes that can be even more thoughtful. I remember in the past when I was younger and I didn't have much money because I was like a struggling student, that's how I used to shop for my family for Christmas. I used to go charity shopping and buy lovely, especially my sister, I'd buy her like really nice coats and stuff. And I remember one of the coats I bought her, she wore for years. It was her favourite coat. It had like a lovely, I'm trying to remember, so it had like a soft kind of like faux fur like collar, and it was like so cute. And she always wore it, and it's because I had a talent in shopping at charity shops and vintage shopping, so that takes time obviously, and it means that I could get her, I think I got her like, I always used to buy her quite a few clothes and it wouldn't cost me much money being on a budget as a student. So yeah, there's loads of ways you can get creative at Christmas for Christmas presents. I'm not doing like a gift guide this year because I've done them a lot in the past, and I just felt like this year I really wanted to start making stuff. Tomorrow I'm gonna make some truffles like I mentioned. Potentially I might have a little look at my Christmas list and see if there's other things that I need to make. I think that the truffles can probably be frozen, so I might make some truffles and put them in the freezer and just make a huge batch of them, because that's a lovely gift if you just find like a little box. And in fact I need to see if I've got some nice boxes, or I've got some little bags actually. You can get I've got little brown bags, and you can put a little ribbon on the outside and, you know, give a family 6 truffles or something, and that's so cute, isn't it? Because you've like taken the time to make that. Yeah, and I love doing it. I find it very enjoyable, very relaxing. This one I was thinking, oh, I need to tidy it up, but I don't think anyone's going to be analysing the little smudges on here. So I think I'm just gonna leave it. I also feel like with these, I quite like the rope. I feel like it matches the vibe, so I'm not going to change that, because I think the ones that I did, I'll show you them, they're in the other room, they're hanging on the Christmas tree, because I did them coloured. I coloured the background, and then I did like a coloured background and then put other colours on top. The ribbon worked really well, but because these are white, I feel like that looks really cute. So I'm just going to leave them as they are. How lovely. Alex is heading out.
Oh, Zeus, get your claws out.
Vlogmas is about to go live. Alex is going to take Roxy out. I was going to go with him, but then we remembered our food shop's about to arrive, so I can't. It's very gaily wind outside, isn't it?
It's blustery. Very
blustery. I would have gone with you. Where are you going to go?
Zeus just scratched my nipple.
You're going to go to the woods? Or are you going to go to Penrose?
Maybe Penrose.
Okay.
So if I want to be in the woods, in the wind.
Mm.
Also, Roxy can't be let off in those woods anymore. I don't trust her.
No.
She'll either roll in something or she'll escape.
Yeah. Penrose is great because it's a National Trust. We've taken you there before, and so it's a path that's closed off, basically. There are fields, but they're like she'll run into them and come back. I don't think she's that bothered. It's not as remote, I suppose. So there's probably less pheasants and stuff. They probably don't release, because don't they release pheasants every year for hunting?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure they do. And I don't think they're going to
feel like they suddenly appear.
They do, and I don't think they do that there. They do that in the countryside.
Yeah. What's for dinner?
That is the constant struggle. Does anyone have this at Christmas time where, because you're like thinking about Christmas, I find it really hard to think about dinner?
I feel like...
I'm over it.
I just can't... The decisions. Yeah. It felt like a real chore the past few meals
Yeah.
I've had deciding.
Yeah.
And I haven't really... Well, I did enjoy dinner, but I didn't really enjoy lunch or breakfast too.
Why didn't you enjoy your lunch?
It's just like making do with what was in the fridge.
Oh, come on. You had a delicious sandwich.
And I didn't like the sandwich. It's like,
Oh.
why did I put pesto in it? Gross.
I do find with pesto in sandwiches, it's always a bit much, and I always
Too
regret
strong.
it.
Yeah.
It's better in pasta.
Pasta. Yeah.
I do the same thing, because I crave it. I'm like, ooh, I want a pesto sandwich, and then I have it, and I'm like, whoa. Maybe we just need to put way less.
Yeah, that's probably why I still feel a bit sick. That's my fault. Anyway.
Well,
I'll say I was making pasta tonight, but do you want pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think pasta's a good idea.
Okay.
We've got a Waitrose delivery coming, so we can figure it out from there.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna have some frozen grapes. This is my like favourite snack at the minute. It's so good.
All right. Well, I will take her out before it gets dark.
Okay.
And you do.
Who do you, babe? I'll show you the little baubles that I did paint the other week, actually, on the tree. Look, here is one, and here you can see the ribbon and how that really adds to it. So that's the little spirally one I painted. Here's another one. This is kind of like a mistletoe-y holly leaf one. These were much more basic because we were just doing it in the afternoon. It was my first time doing it, and I wanted to get 3 done because I thought that'd be nice. This one's kind of like little leaves with gold. I actually do also love this sort of style, just doing them a bit more like larger, less intricate, because they do stand out more. Like this one, you can really like see it on the tree, and same as that one. So it's quite nice, and they really match the other vibe I have. You can see I definitely have a style of bauble that I enjoy. I'd love to paint one like this. That would be so fun with little birds and stuff on it. These are the best snack. Frozen grapes. So I've just whipped up some 10-minute mac and cheese, probably for the third time in Vlogmas, maybe second actually, with some roasted broccoli. This is just my ultimate lazy meal. I love it so much. It's in my cookbook and I also have it on my website so you can check it out. It's very easy to make and I love it. And then I also have topped it with my homemade parmesan, which I'll also link down below. But this is just a comfort meal for me. I love it so much. Love the shape of pasta too.
It's so wet. Look at the state of this. I own waterproof trousers. Why am I wearing these? Why did I not check the weather forecast? Poor Roxy. Can I put the heated seat on for you? Yeah? Dear, not very happy. Looking forward to going into the shop like this. Looking like a normal human.
Poppy, back from your windy walk. Your rainy, windy walk. You're wet. You're all wet. Poppy. Lurpak.
Yeah?
Oh my gosh. Poppy, there's nothing here for you. Got our Waitrose delivery, so frozen berry mix. We've got raspberries and then just the berry mix. Alpro yogurts, which I might have one of now because I've just finished dinner. I got these for Christmas. These are the garlic and jalapeno halkidiki olives. So some of this is like a Christmassy shop slightly. Appetizer for Christmas because I just love appetizer so much, and you know when you don't want to have a drink. Got some jazz apples. So I ordered these last time and they were like the most delicious apples on the planet, so I got more of these. I got the staple coconut collaborative, have this in the morning, and then Nush, this is a staple. I should have got the deliciously Ella crackers, they go so well. Someone just sent me a message, showed a photo of this and then the deliciously Ella crackers. And I was like, this is how I want to influence people.
Treat.
That's for Christmas.
Oh.
Smoked tafen. This is quite expensive, so I tend to buy it for Christmas.
Oh, what a treat.
Perfect. No. Yeah, I love that. I love that I influence.
Is this all for Christmas?
Stop! I'm trying to talk. Crikey! I tried to influence. Oh my god.
You tried to influence?
No, I'm glad that that's how I influenced somebody to have this with some crackers.
Very good.
I got some tofu, some ginger tea, because we ran out. This lentil chips, love these. Some ombar, best chocolate ever. I'm actually going to save this for Christmas. We will see how long this lasts. But that's supposed to be for Christmas because I love that chocolate and I want to make sure I have it for Christmas time. These sausage rolls from Linda McCartney. They're the best sausage rolls, vegan sausage rolls I've ever had. I think it's maybe because they're slightly nostalgic, because I've had them pretty much every year since I've been vegan, because there was no meat alternatives back then like there are now. I think there probably was a couple, but nothing like it is now. So I know that at Christmas time I would make a nut roast and I'd have these, and these would be what I would have on Boxing Day, and maybe even as my like substitute for pigs and blankets. Or did I have something different? I feel like I did, because I don't know that, like, maybe no, I had the Linda McCartney sausages as the alternative to pigs and blankets, and these on Boxing Day, so had to get those. Got a head of broccoli, a top up of ketchup, and some Nutella. And then Alex did just go to the shop. We got some of these noodles. If you haven't tried these noodles, they are so good. He's got some Lurpak, I guess because he wanted to give this a go.
You almost ran out of the other one.
And then some mince because you're going to make some
Bolognese.
Spaghetti bolognese because he doesn't want mac and cheese. So you're going to put all this, were you?
Is this Christmas?
Yes.
Damn it.
Sorry! I should have put the camera on when Alex was making this, but this is one of Alex's favourite meals to make and it's so delicious. So he always makes spaghetti bolognese and I think you make it better than I do because you do it so often.
Extra saucy today. And
he has made some garlic bread, which I have warned him is going to be, it's going to blow your head off because the amount of garlic you put on that. You have to ratio it down a little bit. He's put 2 garlic cloves on 1 piece of bread. Yeah. 2 to 1. Can you eat it? Can I see your reaction?
Let's get the garlic.
No, you have to keep all the garlic you put on there. Huh. Is it the right amount of garlic or is it a bit much?
To me that's really nice.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, maybe I'm wrong then. Well, that looks like a 10 out of 10 meal. I'm kind of jealous I didn't have that. Zeus!
What? Why?
What are you doing? Roxy, what are you doing? Why do animals do this? Why do they do this? Why are you in the box? Why have you put yourself in the box? For what reason are you in the box, Bobby? Why? It reminds me of when we used to live in our old house. She once made her bed in the blanket box or basket. Do you remember that, Alex? I wonder if I can find the photo. Oh, she's about to eat your food.
Oh, not garlic for you.
Yeah, oh sorry, there's my bra on the floor. She once like made her bed in the blanket basket. Do you remember this really small basket?
Yeah, I remember.
And we were like, where's Roxy? We just found her.
Also, Frankie would sleep in that basket and I wouldn't be able to find him because he was underneath the table.
Yeah. What you like, Bob? Oh good, the battery's low.
It's not even straight.
Oh. Good tripod. I'm using Kitty as a tripod. We're in bed all cosy.
What you are?
Huh?
I'm downstairs cleaning up dinner that I made myself and then doing the recycling.
Uh-oh.
Are you going to apologise?
I don't do recycling. I never have. I think I do it when you're away.
What gets recycled in the red bin?
Plastic and cans. Ha ha ha.
Very good. So, question of the day.
I've asked Alex to pick flashing battery.
Is this a joke? Where? Okay, do a quick one. Where is the lovely burgundy dress from?
Alex, no.
I don't know. Sorry. That's all for today. Phew.
It's from Toast, but I got it like 7 years ago. It's my Christmas dress.
Vegan butter? Question mark, question mark, question mark.
No, that's questions on my reel that people are getting.
Face palm emoji.
No, you need to find a question from the vlogs so you can see what video it's from.
Yeah, I know. I was just doing that for fun.
Oh, I thought you didn't understand.
Maybe you could bounce some more and shake the camera.
I'm just getting comfy.
You've answered that one. What did you study at uni? That's for me. I studied classics.
Why don't you want to ask? Oh, she probably knows what I studied at uni.
You're getting upset.
Yeah, I was like, why didn't she want to know what I studied?
Because you always bang on about it.
No, I studied art history.
Yes. Case in point.
What was my question?
Your question.
What's classics, Alex?
Classics. What do you mean?
What is it? Some people might not know what that is.
It's not my problem.
What is it?
It's Latin and Greek.
There you go.
Ancient Greek. But often when I would tell people, they thought, it was like, oh, the classics, oh, like Shakespeare. Like, no. So, the question for Maddie, when is grown-up Maddie going to stop being so hard on little Maddie?
What?
Being unwell / beating yourself up because you didn't feel like vlogging. You're allowed to have an off day.
That's so cute.
Thanks, Sue.
You guys, this vlogmas, have been really like kind to me. I think I had like a period of time online where you just made the lighting bad.
Sorry, I thought it would make it better.
No, Alex.
I'll put it back. It'll take
Well, it's going to take forever. He just switched the TV off. I left that on because I thought, oh look, it's got her own little...
I thought it was reflecting my glasses. It's really annoying.
It still is reflecting in your glasses.
Okay, we'll turn the TV back on.
Well, it's taking forever.
No, because the red light has to come on. Now it's on. You press the button, it's ready to receive your input.
Right, there we go.
There we go. Whoa.
No, that was my leaning spot. This vlogmas, I have been overwhelmed by how... Oh, for God's sake. Alex, why did you do this? This is so annoying.
You could just mute it.
No, because it's going to be moving picture, which means it'll be weird on us. You just made this whole process a whole... Stop.
Let me just put the football on.
No, stop. Oh yeah, the other day, someone made a comment and said, why is Alex looking up at the ceiling? Is he thinking? It's because he's watching the football in the background of the video. None of you knew.
Harry Potter Wizards of Baking. What on earth is that?
Right, now it's taking about 5 minutes because this television is the slowest thing on the planet. This vlogmas, you have all been so kind and left so many lovely comments. I think I have been like...
This hurts.
No!
There we go.
You can't interrupt my comfort.
This hurts too much. I couldn't wait for you to speak for 5 minutes. You comfy?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Oh, when am I ever going to get to the point? I think I've started this sentence about 5 times.
Okay, that's... What day was this?
Can you just stop moving and doing stuff?
Day 17. Bye.
This vlogmas, you've all been so kind, and I think I've been disillusioned by the fact I've been on the internet since 2016, and Alex, could you just stop?
It's not... You can talk.
Okay, but it's so distracting. Okay, carry on then.
No, I'll put it down.
This is what I have to deal with. Over the years, I have had my fair share of trolls and awful, awful people and hate, and it has sent me into very dark places. I don't want to give notice to on here because it gives the people who do that like impetus, but I think everyone I know who has an online job like this, like YouTubers, I know other content creators, they've all been through this, where people who are mean, it like really does impact your life in lots of different ways, and it can really affect your mental health. And lots of people say, oh, it's part of the job, you just have to get a thick skin. And I just don't prescribe to that idea. I don't think you should have to have a thick skin and people should be allowed to be awful. I think people completely are allowed to have be constructive and give constructive criticism or have opinions on people or say, I don't like this, I don't like that, 100%. But people are not allowed to be awful and like troll people and bully them and endeavour to try and ruin someone's life, because that's what people do. And this vlogmas, I feel like every time we talked about it a little bit when we used to have our vlog channel, we stopped doing that because of people being horrible and trolling our relationship and stuff. And every time I've done vlogmas, I feel like people have been a bit more like mean, because I guess I'm showing more of my day to day and like my more like casual like way of being or my like normal life, because people feel like they're more personally like involved with you, so they can say more opinions. This vlogmas though, there's been no hate comments. Everyone's been so lovely. I don't know if it's because my audience has evolved. I don't know if it's because when I was younger I was sharing different kinds of content, and so maybe I put myself more on a pedestal when it came to like veganism and minimalism and sustainability. Maybe I shared more of our relationship quite regularly, so people felt more entitled. I don't know what it is, or whether I've just managed to gain a really lovely audience compared to maybe it's because when I was like growing on YouTube, I was open to more people, whereas now I've got like maybe a smaller, more loyal community in a way who watch me more regularly rather than like people dipping in and out.
Yeah, well, you'd hope those people would have stopped watching if they really didn't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing I never understand, is when people troll people online and they say how much they don't like them, why are you watching that person? Like, if someone watches me and doesn't like me, I don't really understand what the benefit for you is watching me, because if you find me annoying, which I can be annoying, fine, like everyone can be a bit annoying. I don't know why you'd watch someone if you find them annoying. This is not even the question, I'm so sorry. But anyway, I wanted to just say before I started answering the actual question, thank you so much to everyone who's been leaving lovely comments. Also, Alex, you need to scroll through the comments because everyone's been saying such lovely things about you as well.
What's that noise? Hearing things. You say that every day now.
Yeah, because you don't read the comments, and I think you should, because all the comments is like literally you can just scroll and it will be like, Alex is so funny.
I guess I don't.
I laughed out loud at Alex. Alex did a great job with the lights.
I don't want to scroll because I think when we did the Alex and Maddie channel, that was kind of my job, was to be checking up on the comments, and we'd argue a bit about it, because I didn't want to do it, because I was like, there could be 10 nice comments and then one unpleasant comment, and I think I don't want to read this, so I just kind of avoided it. And I generally do avoid it.
No, but look, loving Alex with his quick wit and dry sense of humour. I like Alex. He does stuff like I would. Like literally, I've not seen a single negative comment this vlogmas, and if I've seen like a comment that's maybe been constructively critical, I don't think I've even seen that. I don't mind that if someone says, oh, I didn't like this so much, but I've not really seen anything like that. I've just seen lovely comments. So thank you so much for leaving lovely comments this vlogmas, and for being nice to me, because so many of you have said like, stop beating yourself up, we would watch anything, which I have like made myself feel so bad about in the past, because I have received hate comments of people saying my videos are boring, or I just go on about the same thing, or I just complain, or I moan, or like just criticizing me. So you get like, when you say like, you know, when is grown up Maddie going to stop being so hard on little Maddie? I struggle with it, probably just because of this world online, that you are so critiqued, that I could have 90, like you said, you could have 90 nice comments and 10 bad ones.
Well, that's I mean, that was 6-7 years ago, and I still don't read comments because of that. I've always I don't really notice that I do it. I just avoid it entirely. I don't want to engage with that. Yeah,
well, that's kind of probably quite a sensible thing, because it's like, well, that upset me, so why would I do that?
Yeah, but I guess I never really not confront it. I never really think about it. It's a habit now. I just do it.
Yeah.
Like, I never check the comments.
Yeah,
based on something that happened, 7 years ago.
Yeah, and like, I can work really hard on a video, and then you get a handful of comments that are mean, and then you're just like, oh well, I spent so much. It's like, it would be like, I don't know, it's like having your work graded by tens of thousands of people, essentially. Obviously I don't get tens of thousands of comments, but every video I get like 100 or 200 comments, say. So imagine if you went to work and you did a project, and then you received hundreds of comments back in response to that project, and most of the people were giving quite positive feedback, but then there were quite a few that were giving you some constructive criticism, and then there were a few that were just being outright mean, and it was kind of anonymous. Would you keep showing up to work? Because that's hard. Like, that's hard, and that's the part of the internet that I find difficult, and that's probably why I still critique myself and beat myself up. And everyone online will feel this way. I'm not moaning, I'm not special, I'm not unique in that way. This will be the case for everyone online, no matter what level you're at, no matter how many followers you have. Probably even any of you online who even just share content to your friends and family, maybe you've got a smaller account, you probably experience it too. So we all understand how that feels. And probably I will always be hard on myself because of the job that I have. And even just down to like the algorithm, and like remaining relevant and doing this job and sort of staying in this space, like, you can't separate yourself from that. I'm a person, but my business is me, and like my creativity or my ideas, the content I share. So you have to treat it like a business. So it overlaps quite a lot. That can be really challenging. And I have done loads in the years to overcome that, like therapy and having like business strategies that are completely separate from my personal strategies or my personal goals. And I really treat this as like a business. And I have one thing I've loved recently is I have different things that I do on each platform, which really helps me, because YouTube feels really personal and I just vlog. It's like a diary, share what I like. And then I can do more like recipe and like specific content on other platforms that are like more short form, like TikTok, Instagram, my website. And that really helps me to separate things, because if I get troll comments on a recipe video on Instagram, it really doesn't bother me very much, because they're just like random people clicking on. And then because I'm trying to just share more of a sort of diary on my YouTube channel of my life and what I fancy, I think that I have gained that much nicer, closer knit family. Whereas before I was sharing all of my kind of variety on YouTube. So I don't know, I'll probably always be critical on myself because of my job. And unfortunately my job is tied with who I am and what I share and my ideas and my thoughts and the way I present myself. So it's difficult. I do also just suffer with, I just have low self-esteem. That's kind of, I always have done. I do try and work on it. I wonder if that's a product of just having mental health problems, like having depression and anxiety. That comes with having low self-esteem and being hard on yourself. Even though I do all the work, I still, like, you're checking me on it and I still forget I'm doing it. And I am allowed to have off days. So thank you. I appreciate you. You're all very lovely, and I don't know what I did to deserve such a lovely audience, because I do think most of the trolls are gone, to be honest. Or I've blocked a lot of people who leave nasty comments repeatedly, which is great, because YouTube didn't used to have that, where you can, like, hide people's comments if they keep leaving that nasty comments. So I think that just those people have just gone, I guess.
I like looking at these comments and the auto reply it suggests.
Oh yeah, it gives you little auto replies like, so true, you got this. Oh no, I never use them.
Literally sitting here sorting my baby's cloth nappies. Go laundry, haha. And then one of the responses is, oh no. What happens when you press it? Does it?
It types the beginning of it for
okay.
you.
I thought it would post it.
I never use them.
That would be dangerous. Well, it's like Gmail.
I probably should, because some of them just say thanks. That's quite helpful.
Yeah.
Because then I could reply to more people. But look, let me show you some nice comments about you, Alex, because people really leave lovely comments about you.
I'm going to shave tomorrow, I think. Shave it all off.
You guys make me laugh, and don't ever feel bad about how the video is going or turns out. I feel like I can speak on behalf of all your subscribers. We adore you and love seeing your content, no matter what the topic of conversation is. See, look how nice that is. You do not have to write these lovely comments, but you do, which is so sweet.
Hey.
Stop it. Wait, I literally read them every day and it's all about Alex.
Can I give you a fringe?
Everyone's saying for you to get better with your headache.
Your silky bangs are back. Look into the camera.
I love when you and Alex ramble. I could just listen to you and Alex talk for an hour. Alex is hilarious. Such a lovely couple. Every video people say how funny you are.
I think it's time to do the recycling.
The way you said that. Bye.
Bye. That was nice. Thank you for looking for comments for me.
I'm going to watch the Below Deck. So thank you. I'm saying this thank you because you've restored some faith in me to share and be myself and not worry so much, because even if there were some nasty comments, you're all very lovely.
Oh.
I'm going to continue my doodle. Shall I
Keep
show you?
yawning. Let's see the doodle.
Tonight's doodle is this one, which I copied off of the pillow that you're resting on. Is there another one here? Yeah, this one. I copied this pattern and then did some lines. It's very, like, satisfying to do.
Can you ever do something like original, or does it just have to be copying?
What do you mean original? That is original. You're just copying.
You're just tracing it.
That's what drawing is. I wasn't tracing it. And then I did a snow globe. I did copy this from Pinterest, but this was very fun to do. I like doing that one. I want to do another snow globe. And then this was my favourite one, probably. That was the funnest one to do.
Is that from Pinterest?
That's from Pinterest, but it's really satisfying to do. And I did that whilst watching Gilmore Girls. So if you've been putting off crafting and art, this is also, my mum's going to kill me because she lent me this. If she watches the end of this video, this is a watercolour book, and I'm using it to do drawings with pens. She's going to be like,
expensive.
Yeah, she's going to be like, that's so expensive. But I was just like,
don't give expensive things to Maddie.
But I just thought, I'm not going to do it, and I want to craft and draw and stuff. And I thought, well, I have this, I have a pen, so just do it.
I have to get you a colouring pad for Christmas.
I actually really want a colouring book.
Yeah.
With a set of felt tips. I told you the ones that are really good. Good night, everyone.